Hello there. I remember, say, a year or more ago, I used to make videos while I was laying on the bed. So here I am again. I remember one video I made, I was so happy because I had actually slept um, during the daytime. It had been several months since I had taken a nap while it was, you know, during the daytime because I had had some just terrible anxiety and insomnia problems. And now I was just sitting here listening and I could hear my tinnitus. And it's pretty loud, but like it's just become a thing where I just sort of go with the flow. It's just always there. I can't do anything to make it go away, but I'm sort of okay with that. Like it doesn't bother me anymore. And it used to just drive me, batty, drive me up the wall. And now it's just always there. I accept it. And a lot of times I'm not even thinking about it. Like now I'm able to focus on what I'm telling you. But I guess as I think about it a little bit, it can be a little distracting, especially if I, keep thinking about it. But I've just also developed sort of a confidence in myself that I can not think about it and I can be okay with it and accept it. And then it's really just not a problem for me anymore. And I never would have thought that it would be possible when I first got it. And for the months that followed, it just seemed like something that was going to afflict me for the rest of my life, and I would not be okay anymore. And I'd always be thinking about it and feel anxious and not be able to sleep, and that the problems would not go away. Yet they did. I'm fine. And reading through the comments on my channel, so many people, they had a very similar story to my own, where they just were just severely tormented by tinnitus, and then slowly they learned to accept it and be okay with it. And it didn't go away, but it went away from their awareness most of the time. So that's the goal for my channel, at least. I'm not a doctor, and I can't give you any advice to make it go away or something, And for most of us, it doesn't. But it didn't go away, but I got to where I'm not aware of it. I'm not thinking about it. And it's really, really quite an achievement, for me and for many other people too, where we just got to where we decided that we're not going to be bothered by it to the degree where we have to think about it all the time. We just decided that, hey, look, it's there. I can't do anything about it. And then as we made that decision, our brain started to deal with it in a different way. And we stopped, our subconscious brain stopped sending out signals to our body to release chemicals that make us stressed and make us have anxiety and, stop us from going to sleep. And, that's what happens when you're able to get to a point where you can accept it. And some of the path to doing that is making some bold statements to say, I've decided it's okay now. I've decided that the tinnitus is not going to be a problem for me anymore. And maybe, I like the sound. It's not a bad sound. It's not going to harm me. I'm totally okay with it, And saying that kind of stuff maybe in the beginning feels like it's not true. Because maybe at this moment in time, if you say, I like the sound and it doesn't bother me, you, in one part of your brain says, well, that's absolutely not true. I hate it, But as you repeat this message to yourself, you start to accept. And you start to say, well, okay, I'm accepting it, What else am I going to do? And you kind of go through a little back and forth conversation with yourself. First you say, accept it. What? No, there's no way I can accept this. And then you say, well, I don't like it. It's very bothersome, but I'll try at least. I'll try to accept it. And then you kind of go through a progression of, sometimes it doesn't bother me so much, but still there's a lot of other times where it really bothers me, And then you just get maybe where you say, well, It's kind of bothering me now, but look, I'm going to try not to worry about it. It's what am I going to do? And you just get where you just progress more and more toward that path of acceptance. And what happens is your brain treats it differently. Your brain says, it's not a threat anymore. It's not a threat to me. It's not going to harm me. And then the chemistry that's released into your body by your subconscious brain is totally different. And you're not having such a overreaction to the sound, which causes you to have stress. And as you get into that place, things get a lot better. So, I invite you, if you're, being tormented by tinnitus, to think about how maybe you could accept it. And maybe even consider the idea that many people have done this and they were successful. So I know maybe it sounds a little bit like a religious thing. You have to accept Jesus, or, whatever your religion is. But if you can, it can make a big difference in how you respond, how you feel, and how you maybe go on with your life. So, okay, that's my video for today. I hope it helps you, and that you will be able to accept it more and more, and maybe through acceptance, it will become much less of a problem for you. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.